Well, look who's back with us. Real Clear Politics White House reporter is Phil Wegmann. Phil, it's a pleasure having you on. Okay, President Biden in South Carolina made some whoppers, claims we're in a manufacturing boom. ISM, S&P Global says, no, we're in a manufacturing recession. It's been going on for about 10 months straight.
Well, I think what the president wants to do here is clearly tout his economic agenda. He wants to talk about what was in the Inflation Reduction Act, which a lot of critics pointed out spearheaded some of this inflation. A lot of the argument coming from Biden, and we heard this today in South Carolina, is not that his plan is complete, but he is essentially saying to American voters, give him a little bit more time and things will turn around. But I don't have to tell you, voter patience is growing thin.
Yeah, I mean, the reason we're not in a deeper manufacturing recession is because the president and the Democrats passed the CHIPS Act to spend more on chips, and it's spent like $6 trillion, and trillions of billions, hundreds of billions going to green energy. And that's causing a wage recession because after inflation, Phil, you know this, inflation is up about 16% under this White House all in. And that's hitting people's wages in blue and middle class workers.
Well, we were told that this inflation will be transitory. Certainly hope springs eternal that the Fed can achieve that soft landing and avoid a pretty deep recession. I think what we're going to see in the coming months is both Republicans and Democrats arguing over which policy did what. But frankly here, the White House knows that the president's approval ratings are underwater in the Real Clear Politics average. You've got just 42% of the American electorate approving of the job that he's doing. Obviously, that started, 2 years ago with the Afghanistan withdrawal. But the reason why they have not rebounded is because of the economy. There is a deep pessimism. Voters are very frustrated with inflation. I think it was Bloomberg that just reported that in the last couple of years, middle class wealth has been wiped away by the tune of $2 trillion. A speech here and there, that's not going to satisfy voters. They're going to want to see results.
So how can he go into the presidential debates when he's not going to be, face primaries, when he's not having press conferences, when he's doing a basement strategy where he's scripted events, scripted speeches, scripted questions from, lists of reporters are going to ask the questions? How is he going to handle all this in debates?
Well, my bias is towards more access, clearly. I would love if the White House would schedule a press conference for tomorrow and have the president there to answer all of our questions. But it is something that we're very interested in. How is President Biden going to stand up and defend his record against whatever Republican nominee comes his way? And I think that whoever gets the nomination, they're going to be pointing to his record. He's going to have to defend